Like most of you, I've been following along with Chantal's exercise videos with a bit of fascination. While I do think it's great that she's getting out and about and trying to get her steps in, you can see that her gait is off, and she's constantly complaining about pain. Let's take a look at her latest walking video and I'll show you what I mean. Pay careful attention to her gait or the way she's walking.
Based on this pedometer, it recommends on my weight and everything, 3,000 to start. So I already have 496. So we kind of have a long way to go. But yeah, Yella, let's go walking. It's a bit dark, but it's nighttime, evening, 8:30. And even just not walking for a few days, I feel more out of breath and out of shape, so I got to build it up again. Very nice place to go walking. There's a mall, restaurants, a lake.
In this segment, you can really see what I'm talking about. Look at how Foodie's leaning back and leading with her abdomen. This is a posture that you may be familiar with if you've ever been pregnant. Basically, you're trying to overcompensate for your center of gravity and you're shifting your weight backwards. When you couple her arched back with her strange straight leg steps, you can see that she's putting a lot of stress on her body. Another concerning thing is her breathing. During the entire video, she never really seems to catch her breath unless she's sitting down. Any good trainer would tell you to work on your breathing, even if you're just walking, so that you could comfortably hold a conversation. The technical term for what we may be seeing while Foodie walks is lordosis. It's an unnatural curvature to the spine that can be caused by lots of different things, like excess weight or pregnancy. Lordosis can occur in anybody for lots of various reasons. You can even get lordosis in the top of your spine if you bend forward too much on your phone. This YouTube short does a great job of demonstrating the body mechanics of lordosis. It's easy to see how gravity, in conjunction with that extra weight, puts pressure downward, forcing you to arch your back. If left untreated, severe lordosis can lead to chronic pain and do permanent damage to your spine. So, how do you diagnose lordosis? The easiest way is for your family physician or other doctor to refer you for physical therapy. At a good PT center, they'll do a gait assessment, see how you walk, check your posture, and check your range of motion. They'll take a look at everything from how far you can walk, to how you walk, to how far you can bend, and then they'll work with you appropriately. Possible treatments include things like drugs to relieve pain and swelling, special exercises like non-weight-bearing swimming or water walking, and maybe even braces. If you go back to my early days of Vlogmas and listen to my first interview with Dr. X, we discussed lordosis briefly when talking about exercise. As someone who swims regularly 3 times a week, I can honestly say that the water takes the weight off of your joints. Even when you're starting out, it's really easy to work out at least an hour. Add in the fact that the water is really nice and cool, and you barely feel uncomfortable the entire time. That's probably why people feel like they've been hit by a truck after they swim. It's so much easier to work out in a pool that you barely register that the time is passing. You end up working muscles you didn't even know you had for much longer than usual. Another aspect of all of this walking that I don't think Foodie is really considering is how her body's responding. If she really feels that much pain every single time she walks, then that's her body telling her that there's a major problem. I know, broken record. We're all seeing the same thing. Foodie simply doesn't connect the dots. Extra sodium means extra fluid retention, means extra weight. Extra weight means unnatural balance, means altered gait, means lordosis. Lordosis means potential spinal damage. Foodie, wake up. It's all connected. One last thing before I go. This does not mean that I think she should stop walking. Not by any means. She absolutely needs to keep walking, but in a safer way. I think she'd be surprised at how 3,000 steps could come so easily if she walked around in her apartment or outside in the parking lot. She doesn't need to travel far from home to do this. Even a quick trip to the store could equal thousands of steps for her. For example, last weekend I went to IKEA and I tweeted and joked about how many steps do you think I'm going to get. It ended up being just about 3,000 exactly. So even while leisurely shopping, I managed 3,000 steps in well under an hour. It really wasn't that hard to do. I don't know about you, but I find myself continually baffled at the decisions that Foodie's making. Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you.